Hey guys, what's up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here is my prediction video for Strikeforce Rockhold versus Kennedy. Alright guys, first off, sorry for getting this out to y'all so late. I know the event is tomorrow, so yeah, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Like usual, preliminary card picks will be in the description below, but we're going to start off at the main event. Luke Rockhold versus Tim Kennedy for Luke Rockhold's middleweight championship. Okay guys, this one's easy. You gotta go with Luke Rockhold all day, every day on this one. First off, Tim Kennedy hasn't fought in almost a year. That's not good. Luke Rockhold can go 5 strong. And Tim Kennedy, I'm not sure if he'll have the energy to go 3 or 4. I know he trains very hard. Guys at the pit train very hard and shit. But Luke Rockhold, you know, guys in AKA, their cardio is always good. Plus, you know, he's up against some of the best wrestlers in the world, and he'll get pushed by guys like Daniel Cormier, Cain Velasquez, John Fitch, King Mo, guys like that. So he's training with cats like that all the time. They fight at a very high level all the time in their fights and when they train. So yeah, look for Luke Rockhold to look relatively intense come this fight. I think he's just going to be in better shape than Tim Kennedy, and when he's already the better athlete and better technically, I think he's just going to straight up wreck Tim Kennedy. Although I like Tim Kennedy a lot, you know, Luke Rockhold is athletic enough and will be savvy enough to keep this on feet. I think Tim Kennedy is going to be missing double leg takedown attempts all day and will subject himself to standing with Luke Rockhold. And Luke Rockhold will have already been landing combination after combination, landing solid leg kicks, keeping Tim Kennedy at bay also with some jabs. And yeah, you're going to see Tim Kennedy eventually just strike with Luke Rockhold, in my opinion, after he realizes he can't take Rockhold down. Rockhold's going to beat him up with more punches and eventually crack him, in my opinion, for a second round TKO due to strikes. Maybe he finishes off with a submission. I also think he's technically better there as well. So, yeah, because Luke Rockhold's better everywhere, I think, and I think he's going to be in better shape and already a better athlete, and he's not coming off a huge-ass layoff like Tim Kennedy. Yeah, all signs point to Luke Rockhold winning this. So yeah, I'm going to say again, second round TKO due to strikes for Luke Rockhold. But now let's move on to that co-main event, Strikeforce welterweight championship match between Tyron Woodley and Nate Marquardt. Easy fight to pick. Got to go with Tyron Woodley here. Why? It's because Nate Marquardt hasn't fought since March of last year, and that was against Dan Miller in middleweight. So fuck, how's he going to look in his welterweight debut? He still hasn't made it yet, guys. It's going to happen tomorrow. Of course, the weigh-ins are later today, and I did see the pre-fight presser, and he looked all right in terms of his weight cut. He looked skinny as all hell compared to his, you know, big middleweight frame. So yeah, I think his strength is going to be way diminished, and it's going to be way diminished a lot. At least it's going to look like it against one of the strongest wrestlers out there in Tyron Woodley for the welterweight division. So yeah, I think Tyron Woodley's going to have his way with Marquardt in terms of getting double leg takedowns off while he has energy. So look for Woodley to, I'm going to say, not almost dominate Nate Marquardt, but take him down with ease over the course of the first 3 rounds. You know, I think he's going to take those cleanly. I don't think Marquardt's lack of strength is going to help him get sweeps or wall walk. You know, I just think Woodley's going to be all over him like a glove in those first 3 rounds. I think he's going to win at least 48-47 unanimous decision. I think it's anyone's fight come to later rounds because Woodley, you know, he's had gas issues, of course, and Marquardt making 170 for the first time. I wonder how he's going to look in the later rounds too. So yeah, I'm just going to say I can guarantee that Woodley, as long as he has energy, will be winning this fight because he's going to be so intent on getting to the ground. I don't think Nate Marquardt's usual practice of sprawl and brawling is going to be enough for him in this one, unless Tyron Woodley, you know, gasses earlier than 3 rounds, and maybe Marquardt can win on points, or maybe Marquardt might be able to get a finish. Who knows? I don't see an early finish for either guys, but I think Woodley winning at least 3 rounds via wrestling is the most likely outcome. So I gotta go with Woodley here in an ugly one, unanimous decision. But now let's move on to that middleweight matchup between Lorenz, Larkin, and Lawler. Now Lawler is a good test for Larkin's, you know, middleweight debut. How's Larkin gonna look making that cut? You know, I think he's gonna do it all right. You know, I thought he was a way undersized light heavyweight. Yeah, I think with whatever body fat he had on him or whatever meat he had on him, I think he's gonna be able to drain effectively for this 185 cut, and I think he's gonna school Lawler. Guys, Lawler got outstruck by Babalu Sobral, and Babalu Sobral has respectable stand-up, but for Lawler to miss all of those haymakers in that fight, you know, I think he's going to do the same against Larkin. I think Larkin's going to be able to slip those punches. You know, of course, Lawler has power in both hands, but I don't think Larkin gets tagged cleanly to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has to face some adversity here and there, but I think he'll recover well. I think Larkin's going to move well laterally and just move away from, you know, what hand Lawler's trying to punch with. I think Lawler's going to telegraph that haymaker really easily. You know what I'm saying? Larkin's smart enough of a striker to just move away from whatever power hand Robbie Lawler is going to throw at him, you know. I think Larkin's going to be able to mix it up, throw some combinations, move left and right well again, and then throw some kicks here and there. I think he's going to throw a lot of leg kicks, and maybe you might see Larkin take Lawler down. You know, just saying he might be able to do that at the end of rounds just to ice it. We might see some cage work here and there. However, I think Larkin's technical striking, for the most part, will be enough to beat Lawler. I'm going to say he wins at least 29-28. And now, lastly, we got the bout kicking us off on the main card. Yes, Jorge Gracie versus Keith Jardine in light heavyweight. I'm going with Jorge Gracie all day, every day in this one. How does Keith Jardine win? You know, does he win via unanimous decision, via that unorthodox striking? Does he knock Jorge Gracie out with those whack punches? I don't think so. I think Jorge Gracie is going to be able to hang with Keith Jardine long enough on the feet to eventually close the distance and get into a clinch war with Jardine. Jardine's clinch game is kind of whack. So yeah, I think Jorge Gracie's hips are good enough to, you know, just toss Keith Jardine to the ground eventually. And then I think Jorge Gracie's going to lock up some sort of submission, probably get Keith Jardine's back and win via rear naked choke. I'm going to say it happens late in the first round. So yeah, Jorge Gracie, submission, rear naked choke in the first round. But I think that about does for me, guys. I hope you enjoy my predictions for Strikeforce, Rockhold versus Kennedy. Again, preliminary card picks in the description below, so check those out. There's a lot of names on that preliminary card. It looks pretty good. Jordan Meehan, Jorge Masvidal, Justin Wilcox, Jason Hyde, to name a few. So definitely tune into that. I definitely will myself. Again, my links are in the description below too. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below too. I want to know what you guys think. And hopefully I will see you for a review after the event. So thanks for all the support once again. Deuces for all my supporters, bruises for all my haters, and take care.